La, 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 la. There we go. Why does OBS change my systems? Very annoying. Anyway, I'm live. Welcome in. I'm not going to do the intro again because I've already done it. But, yay, he's arrived. See? It's alright. It's still in the plastic. I haven't even taken out the plastic. But, yeah, so cool. So, Angron arrived. And my 8-pound also arrived. So, we haven't built them yet. So, I'm going to be... I'm also going to record a YouTube video for this. Just going to hit the record button. I'm just going to talk like I am now, and I'm just going to post that up, and I'll do a quick bit of editing tomorrow night and then have it posted up, or I'll do that tonight and then I'll post it up. But either way, it's just going to be why I like this book so much. But we're all here for Angron. But for the first things first, before we do, how is everybody on your Thursday night? It is Thursday, isn't it? I've been working my ass off. Overtime is killing me. Who do we have in the chat? How is everybody? Did everyone have a good Valentine's Day? Did your loved ones get you some cool Warhammer stuff? If not, why not? Right, let's have a little look at the Warhams. Warhammer. Do. Why is that not working? Oh, because we're not on the right page. Oh my god, it's all gone Pete Tong. Right, so let's have a little look. So where did we go? We looked at him, he's a bit naff. That's naff, not even bothered about that. Imperial Agent data sheets, not even bothered. Ooh, the Rough Riders. I quite like these, you know. The new Rough Riders are nice. You not think the new Rough Riders are nice? I quite like the new Rough Riders. They're kind of cool. I know, I get it, you know, people are like, they're the Sigma. But I quite like them. They're very cool. I like the helmets that they've got. I kind of just wish they would do something with White Scars along the line, but on bikes. Because they've kind of got the parts there. It's pretty cool. I like that paint job. I love that two-tone sort of fur on there. Oh. But yeah, they're really, really nice. They are really, really nice. Very impressive models. Very cool. There's the sprues. Awesome. So they're coming out on pre-order, and then obviously we've got confirmation that the Caradon Overlords, which is what I told you. Caradon Overlords and Seraphon are the two books for order. The two Chaos books are going to be the Blades of Khorne and Hedonites of Slaanesh, and the two books for Death are OBR or OCR Bone Reapers and their Flesh Eater Courts. They're going to be the last books that you'll get for Age of Sigmar 3rd edition before 10th edition 40k drops. And then after that, we're going to get 10th edition 10th edition 40k. And I imagine that the rest of the year will be mainly on them, and we may see something for Age of Sigmar later down the line. But the main focus is going to be for 40k at the latter part of the year. So the KO, they're getting a new book, and they're getting a new hero. The Man of Many Books, or as he's commonly been known as, actually, because he's the guy that knows everything. He is the lawkeeper of oaths and contracts and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Seems to be quite busy. Footnote, so cool, and you can change your footnote. I imagine that'll tie into something a lot more. And then there's some footnotes. So... yeah, interesting. I'm definitely intrigued to see what the new rules for the Blades of Khorne are going to be, rather than these. So the rumor engine is an axe. I'm gonna think it's going to be a kill team, possibly Necromunda. So that's a hand. It's not a Space Marine hand. Could well be a Leagues of Votann. They're definitely getting a second wave at the start of 10th. New boarding patrols. I am definitely thinking about getting boarding actions, the actual board game, the box set with the terrain and everything. I think it would be pretty cool. That's quite a nice box. Khorne Demons. Yeah, that's a good box. That would be a nice patrol detachment actually to fight alongside your World Eaters. Gene Stealer Cult, pretty cool. I like these guys at the back, the big guys. They're pretty awesome. Death Guard, so you've got what, three Death Shroud, him, and what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 10-man squad of Plague Marines. I always thought they come in 7s. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I flicked through this. The new 30k stuff today was a bit interesting. Now, what does everyone think of this? I'm intrigued. Yeah, apparently, he is in one of the books, although I can't remember seeing it. Damn, that blade claw thing he's got is nasty. I like the heads. The heads look pretty cool. They did this with Stormcast Eternals, which is pretty good. Meta Watch. We all know what Meta Watch for 40k is going to be. Gene Stealer Cults are apparently at the top. Dark Angels and Adaptus Custodes. Really? Really? That's a lot of factions in the game. Mortal Empires and Black Library. Yeah, we're not going to bother with the Mortal Empires because, you know, you guys don't want to see it. Right, but what you do want to see is you want to see me build this. But before we do, what we're going to do is we're going to record the video for this. So, for all you YouTube thugs, stay with me. So I'm going to record this now, okay? And all I'll just do is I'm going to ramble for about 10 minutes and then I'm just going to quickly edit it down. It's going to be a very quick YouTube video for a little bit of YouTube content because, you know, that's how we should roll and do things. So let's do this. Do I need my headphones? I don't think I need my headphones for this, do I? I don't think I do. And I'll take them off. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why I love Codex World Eaters. Yeah, see, I stopped there so I can edit this bit. Right, so Codex World Eaters, why do I love this book? Well, for somebody who is only really getting back into 40k, there's been a number of things that have sort of kept me away. And for those is been scoring and stratagems. Now, this book, in all of its glory, addresses both of those things. So first things first, unlike my other codexes for armies that I wanted to get into, the Leagues of Votann, Chaos Space Marines, and normal Space Marines, who have like 3 or 4 pages of stratagems, and you've got stratagems upon stratagems, and then you've got the additional books, so like the Black Templars book, or the Space Wolves book, or whatever, and they all come in with even more stratagems. It's pretty bad. And for somebody who's trying to get their head around the game, it's a lot to learn, especially for someone coming from Age of Sigmar, where you only have like a handful of command abilities and command points per turn, and you're kind of sort of limited to what you're going to do. The amount of stratagems that you've got in 40k is quite off-putting. This book is really, really good because you have 2 ways of playing the army. You've got the World Eaters army, and then you've got the Disciples of the Red Angel. And essentially, both armies, or both versions of the army, come with 8 stratagems, and that's it. 8 stratagems. So you don't really have to worry too much. Like, it's so good, and it's so and the way the book is actually laid out as well is really good. So, like, for example, the World Eaters, that's it. This page here, right? This page right here. That's it. That's it. That's all you've got. That's all your stratagems that you've got and that you need. And there's no warlord traits or adding additional warlord traits. There's no adding additional relics or whatever. It's basically slimlined down. Also, another thing that's missing from this book is secondaries. Now, I can't get my head around how 40k currently scores. It confuses the crap out of me. Sometimes you're scoring at the end of your turn. Sometimes you're scoring at the end of the round. Sometimes you score at the end of the battle. And it's really mental. And it's like, this one can be capped at 15 points, and this one can be capped at 12. And it's a lot. In Age of Sigmar, it's very, very simple. In most cases, you're going to get a maximum of maybe 5 points per turn. You know, you're going to get your 1 for holding 1 objective, 2 for 2 objectives, 3 for more, and then 2 points for your battle tactic. And then at the very end of the game, you're going to get 3 points for your grand strategy if you achieve that. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy, and good. 40k is a mess. This book makes me excited to play 40k again because none of that crap's in it. And none of the secondaries are in it. So scoring's a little bit easier. None of the stratagem bloat is in it, which is really, really good. Special characters, named characters, have their warlord traits on the data slates. And also, what's really cool is at the very back of the book, once you've gone past all of the profiles, so you get to this guy, and then you literally flip it over, and you go straight to the Crusade rules. This is something I'd like them to do with Age of Sigmar, because currently with Age of Sigmar, you have all of your fluff, and then you have your army rules and everything else, and then it goes into the Path to Glory stuff, and then you have maybe like 1 or 2 pages for match play, and then it kicks into all the war scrolls. I'd like them to move the Path to Glory stuff to the back of the book, because it makes sense. It's additional narrative-y stuff that doesn't really need to be in the middle of all of the sort of more competitive play thing. But it's really cool. So yeah, this book has actually made me incredibly excited to play 40k again. In a big way. I've even looking at like boarding actions of trying to pick up the box for boarding actions so I can play small scale games of 40k while I build up my World Eaters army. Because this has got me really, really hyped, and that's cool. And I know that 10th edition is literally around the corner, and I know that this book is probably going to be replaced by the so-called rumoured index books. We hope we'll see that if it happens. But if not, I know that at some point down the line, I'm going to get another book with probably more new models, which is always a cool thing. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this book, and it's amazing. And the models for the range are amazing. So yeah, but a big thank you to Firestorm Games actually for actually getting this to me, as well as some of my models on the Tuesday after the massive cock-up of with the warehouse and stuff. So rather than getting it on the Saturday like I was supposed to, I literally got it like 3 days later. So, you know, big up to you Firestorm Games, thank you very much. And yeah, so I'm not going to do a review of the book and go through it because there's no point. There's like 1 million reviews on YouTube right now. If you do want a really good breakdown of what this book is, go to over to Tabletop Tactics, because they've got a really, really good breakdown of it, a battle report and a live stream talking about the book, and it's really, really good. So go and check those boys out. I'm not going to do a review, it's not what I do. But anyway, thank you very much for taking the time. Hit subscribe, like the video, drop us a comment if you want. Tell me what you think is good about the World Eaters Codex and what you like about 9th edition. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for now. Yay! I recorded a YouTube video, so I will edit to that and put it up later. What did I just drop? Right. So, see? Multiple content. So that's why I'm a talented streamer, because I can do YouTube content and live content at the same time. So I mean, a quick edit, make a thumbnail, and I'll have that up later. So you see, but we're going to do Angron. So we're going to flip this over. We're going to do Angron. Angry Ron. Ron. Right, as you can see, I only just got him today. So I haven't even looked at the thing, at the box. There is a few things that I want to do. Did I drop my Fimo? I did. Where the? Where is it? Come here, you. I need you. Right. Because I got this stuff, and I ordered some of this stuff, because I want to make like a proper cool base for him. So we're going to be doing that as well. Not necessarily tonight, but we will be looking at that. Instructions for Angry Ron. We're going to be going through them, have a little look to see how he's built. So he comes with a 100mm base, which actually is not that big. Like, that is... I read that as a 100mm base and instantly thought of like Archeon and Nagash scale size bases, and then I got that. It's not really that big, really, so cool. Don't need this. Right, so let's have a look at the parts. Okay, so the main thing is I want to see how I'm going to be able to sub-assemble this bad boy. Also, I need to change my push to 2K sub bar because we're at 1,615 subscribers. If you're watching right now, smash that subscriber button because we're growing, baby. Actually, we really are, and I'm like really, really pleased. And thank you very much for all of the likes and like the views and stuff. It's been amazing. Like, the algorithm is definitely kicking in now. And I've found out that I actually really enjoy video editing. It's kind of like my new part of my hobby, which is kind of cool. So, look at the wings. Now, he has 2 heads, apparently. He does have 2 heads. Now, that's obviously a part of the head there, the lower jaw. Where is the other one? I can only see that bit. All right, that's the other part there, which is also an open jaw. Interesting. Can't see any uppermost parts. Ah, right. So there's an upper part there with the butcher's nails. I see 1 head. Unless that's all you get and then you change the jaw that you want. Okay. But anyway, enough of that. Let's flip onto the instructions and have a little look. You got any questions? Anything that you want to see? Alright, there we go there. So we got the choices. That's the only option choices you have on the kit. You can either do open mouth or closed mouth. So the biggest thing that I want to know is, when do I stick the wings on? Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Right. Potentially, for sub-assemblies, I could keep the wings and the arms off and then paint the upper body, getting all in and around the head, and then gluing that into place. But where does the... and then doing the armor. And then the armor part goes in at the top once that goes in. See what, like here, look, there. Right, okay, let's crack on. Let's get cracking. It's pretty much how Valrak, or is it 1 says that? I'm not expecting like 100 people in this stream, to be completely honest. Oh yeah, did you see? I didn't show you what my girlfriend got me for Valentine's Day. She got me a moonstone bracelet. No, nice. Thank you very much, honey. It's very cool. Although when I realised when I am actually using my computer, I may need to take it off because it kind of gets in the way of my wrist. It's very cool. Oh wow, holy crap. No, I need to push it up to 1,617. So that's pretty amazeballs. Right, so we need parts 8 and 9, which is not that. So we got the clippers, we got my knife. Right, so number 8 and number 9. Yep, it's going to be a boring stream. I'm building Archeon. I'm not building Archeon, I'm building Angron. Now, I'm going to be doing some content, some video content on this. Now, like I said, I'm going to be doing a video for the base, me building the base. I'm going to record that as I'm building it. It's probably going to take me a couple of days because obviously a lot of that's going to need to dry as I'm building it, and I actually need to build and make the rock pieces of rock slate using some Fimo soft clay and some milliput. Again, the video will explain how I'm doing it. Also, what I want to do, and I think this is going to be really, really cool, is where Angron is sort of got his axe down in front of him, what I want to do is like a gore effect. So it looks like there's gore on the axe and it's peeling and then it's dripping down. So I want to show you how to do those drips. And then, just because I can and it'll look awesome, I will then reverse that on the bottom of the base and have it looking like there's a blood pool and the blood is dripping and splashing up out of the pool of blood. That is going to be a video coming once I finish painting him. And that I'm really looking forward to doing. So that's some of the content. I'm going to paint like his head and show how to do his skin. I'll do like a video on how I do the brass armor. Is there any other parts of him that you want me to do in a tutorial video? Like look at that armor chest piece. Oh! Now apparently you don't have to put the armor on him. You can keep the armor off him if you want. You don't have to have the armor. And then when I show you the chest piece here, you'll see that because he has all the armor plugs built into him straight away. So there's the chest piece. So you've got like the armor sockets. So you could quite easily build that without the armor if you didn't want to. Bit like how they've done that with Magnus the Red, which is kind of cool. So yeah. So I'm going to try to do a different range of content. Now that I know that this camera is not too bad, I'll film like intros for my videos. Me telling you kind of what I'm going to be doing rather than like a top down looking at it like it is now. We'll try that, see if that works, if those intros work. Apparently, you know, having a face in the video is good, but yeah, right now the video is definitely on track for hitting 300, which is good within 3 days of it being posted. So I'm very pleased with how the Berserker video is performing. But yeah, I'm really pumped, man. I'm really pumped for a 40k right now. But yes, I was at a tournament. I did a tournament, Age of Sigmar tournament on Sunday, and I'm an absolute biff and monged it completely. I was online. I was on track for getting a 2-1 and being beaten by the number one ranked player in Ireland, young Solomon. An absolute amazing player, by the way. So to actually get 13 points off him out of a potential 28 is actually really quite good. So I'm quite happy with that. But my final game, I completely biffed it. Not only did I not play the battle plan correctly, I didn't even do a battle tactic at the end correctly and picked the complete wrong one when I had a guaranteed one, which resulted me in losing the game on basically a draw. So because the other person had got more battle tactics than me by 1, I got 3, he got 4, he won on a minor victory. But it was my game. It was my game to win, and I lost it. So I was absolutely raging with myself. So I will now say that cunning maneuvers is firmly imprinted inside my head, and I will not forget that battle tactic again. So it's a big lesson. It should have been a 2-1, and I ended up 1-2. So I'm very annoyed at myself for actually doing that. So, but yeah, ripping, absolutely gutted. If you are watching this back, peeps, and you if there's anything World Eatery that you want me to cover, feel free just to drop it in the comments. I am thinking about doing a tutorial for the 8-bound. So if that's something that you want to see, then let me know. Okay, so it just needs down the sides there. One of the things that I do need to sort of work out is what music I can play while streaming on YouTube. because unlike Twitch, you can pretty much stream with whatever music you want. What you do at the end of the stream is you just delete the VOD. You don't have the VOD live. Now, I could probably do that with YouTube, with the live streams here, but this is worth views and hours watched and everything else, so you don't really want to do that, especially if you're trying to get those extremely difficult 4,000 hours. 11 and 12. Where is his tail? So yeah, it's going to be good. Another thing as well, what I want to do is I want to do like a vlog type style video, sort of covering how my World Eaters army progressed, because it was being pointed out to me by my very good friend at Black Mountain Wargaming, Mr. Tom. Thank you very much, Tom, you twat, for pointing this out, that apparently I don't finish projects. I don't finish projects. Let's talk about this. I do finish projects. I just don't finish army projects. I do get distracted and go to the next big thing. So, in 2023, my main goal is to paint 2,000 points of Dark Angels. That's still going to happen because the Dark Angels aren't coming out to the second half of the year. So I've still got this half of the year to make a good start on my World Eaters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this pledge now, and it's all on camera, it's on film, you're here as my witnesses, that I am going to paint a 2,000 point army of World Eaters this year. You heard it here. I'm going to stick to it, and when it's done, I'm going to do this to Black Mountain Wargaming. Screw you. Also, I'm going to see about trying to go down and challenge Striking Scorpion 82 to a battle with my fully painted 2,000 point World Eater army. Alright? So, yeah. But you're right, I almost finished my Stormcast Eternals, and then I moved armies after like 6 months. And yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I kind of regret that. That army was looking really good, and I was like almost finished painting it. There was like 5 or 6 infantry models to do, and then 4 dragons. And there was like 3,500 points painted. I was raging. But, never mind. Happens. You move on. New shinies. Games Workshop are very good at giving us the shinies. I actually commented on Discord Miniatures video the other day and called her the most toxic channel in Warhammer. I was expecting to get flamed by her fanboys, but I didn't. At first, I thought she may have like hidden the comment, but someone liked it today, so I presume that they didn't. And the reason why I say that is because, and she is, and it's because like she makes videos like Games Workshop are bad because they put up the prices, and it's like, well, yeah, okay, price rises aren't good, and they aren't. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to see their hobby go up in price, but people need to understand that here in the UK right now we have about 10% inflation, so things are getting expensive, and it's not just your plastic toy soldiers, like food and gas and electricity and petrol for your car. It's all expensive, and you know, we are in a cost of living crisis. So at the end of the day, you can't, Games Workshop have to make money. It doesn't matter if they record profits here and there, it doesn't make a difference. They have shareholders, and the shareholders expect a certain return on their investment, and that means that if inflation goes up by 10%, that Games Workshop are going to have to cover certain overheads that are going to eat into that profit margin, which means that we, the customer, are going to have to take that hit. And that's exactly what they've done. Now, 6% sounds a lot, but it's not that bad. I think it works out to be something like £1.50 on most box sets. Some of the larger models like Archeon and like Archeon and the Primarchs, like, you know, Angron and Mortorian and Magnus and stuff like that, they're going to see a significant price rise because they're already close to £100 as it is. 6% of that's probably going to be about a £6, £6, £7, some maybe £8 price rise on top of them. But, you know, it's already an expensive model, so you're already paying over a ton anyway for it. Does the extra really sort of make a difference? And to be quite honest, if you're going to be spending that much money, do not go directly to Games Workshop. Don't go directly to Games Workshop. Buy it from an online retailer. Click on the link below and go to Element Games and get 20% off. So don't buy it directly from Games Workshop. Mugs go directly to Games Workshop. Shop smart, peeps. Shop smart. It's not advocating 3D printing or recasting. That's just balls. That's a shitty person. Shitty people do that. Just shop smart. Go to your independent stockists. Support your local gaming stores that are not Games Workshop. Games Workshop stores will still make money because they get all the new people in that don't know what it is. Their dad watches The Witcher and then watches an interview with Henry Cavill talking about how a lantern chandelier looks like a Blackstone Fortress from 40k, and he's like, what the hell's 40k? Googles it and goes, oh my god, that looks really good. Then realizes that he could have just bought heroin and it would have been cheaper. But just go to Element Games, Firestorm Games. Definitely Firestorm Games. They did wonders for me this weekend to get my stuff to me. Just Play. I actually ordered Angron from Just Play Games in Liverpool. And again, he arrived today. I wasn't expecting him to arrive today. Now, he was dispatched on Tuesday, but due to Royal Mail, he only got to me today, which is very, very weird because Firestorm Games also dispatched their package on Tuesday, and they come from Wales, and it arrived... Firestorm Games posted on Monday, and I got it Tuesday. Just Play posted theirs on Monday, and I got it today. And that seemed to be more of how it was shipped, rather than anything. So Firestorm Games, fair play to them, for actually getting their package to me a few days after release. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So, he's not that big. His body's not that big. So we're going to be building legs. So we need number 13. He's got sexy legs, sexy legs, sexy legs. So I think I'm got a rough idea how I'm going to be doing the what's it called? The sub-assemblies for him. So the upper torso, you don't need to have the armor. Then I need 17, which is a very, 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 very small claw. The one thing I hate about new kits is trying to find where all the parts are. It's really, really quite like, what is going on? Right, there's 17 there. Now I need 14 as well, which is pipes. Small pipes. That's the butcher's nails, right there. Pardon me. Is that on that one? That's the top part of armor. Nope. Hold up. Wait a minute. I have no idea where this is. Am I blind? It is literally 2 pipes. Why can I not find 2 pipes in a thing that has not very many pipes? That's 12, that's 21. That's 14 right there. So yeah. But super chuffed with the book. Really am. Super, super, super chuffed. Hold up. I didn't want to share the link. Someone I posted up in the World Eater group. I'm going to be live building Angron, and probably going to hear that. Turn that down. Share. Copy the link. There you go. Sorry, I'm sharing the link. It's cool, man. Wow, okay. Super impressed. Thank you very much for everybody who has shown me support. I'm very... It means a lot, really does. I was watching, you know, you get them on YouTube, those videos of how to grow your channel. And this, I watched one video and he was really good actually. He was like, here's 9 steps to kind of do it. And I feel that I'm doing the bulk of them. So I think I'm doing it right. But he kept on talking about like the X factor, and I was like, what the hell's that? So I asked my friends of like, if hypothetically, if I was your favorite YouTuber, and they replied, you're not. I was like, all right, thanks a lot, arseholes. But anyway, hypothetically, you know, what is my selling points? Why do people come and watch me? And I've got some really good feedback actually. So I think I'm doing things right. I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm getting the hang of this YouTubery thing. So, right, this is fiddly. Very fiddly piece. So, yeah, right. So this is a leg, and that's going in there. But we are, like I'm, you know, my first world eater is almost there. I need to finish his arms and then get his backpack on. I think he looks really good actually. Right, and if you want to check that out, you can go to the channel. There's a tutorial for this right now. So I think he looks really good. I'm really pleased with how Khan is looking. Almost finished Khan. So I think the army's going to look pretty baller when it's finished. And then I've got like the squad built. And yeah, cool. So here's the thing as well. So I'm a fan of 30k, and I figured, how about having my rhinos and my tanks as 30k tanks? I'm not the only person who's thought of that, by the way. I've seen quite a few on the old Facebook groups with their heresy rhinos and land raiders and stuff. So, you know, but it makes sense. Like, these are really cool tanks, and I like these. So I'm going to be using heresy vehicles for my World Eater vehicles. So yeah. Haha. I have downloaded, well I haven't downloaded, but I've got on Audible the Red Angel book. So I'm going to start listening to that when I've finished listening to how the diddly squat is that meant to go in there. You don't actually tell me which way. What? Right. So those things go in here. Like that. Okay. So yeah, I've got Red Angel on Audible, so I'm going to be listening to that. Which will be really handy when I'm editing videos. Which I've discovered I really enjoy. So number 15. Right. Is that 15? That's 15. Yeah. Really enjoy. Really started to enjoy the editing process on the videos. And I think I've still got a lot to learn using DaVinci Resolve. There's a few things that I'm not completely okay with yet. And that's mainly sort of like transitions between sort of scenes. Now at the moment I know how to sort of fade out and then fade back into another one. But I want to kind of sort of learn how to do something funky. Maybe sticking like an animation in there or something else. I also, what I need to do is find somewhere where I can get, you know, that little clicky thing where that pops up on your screen about subscribing to the channel and stuff. I need one of them for my YouTube, for the YouTube channel. I need to get one of them. I kind of figured I know how to do it on the editing, but I just need like one so I can insert it into the video. So I am slowly getting there. I'm very pleased with the World Eaters video. I think it's probably one of the best that I've done so far, coming back out of the 4. So I'm very pleased with it. Even though I had a nightmare making it, like really real nightmare. Like I'd filmed it and I was like, right, I need to get this up and on the Monday. I need to get it up and out on Monday at 6:30. And I'd edited everything, I'd filmed everything, which took about 3 hours to paint everything and get it sorted. And then I was like, I had lunch and I was like, right, edit time should probably take me about an hour to edit. Editing taking about 3 hours. And like I'd edited everything, I'd done the voiceover, and I was like, yes, let's look at the final cut. All of the audio went to shit. Like I had no idea what I'd done. And then my headphones had stopped working. The microphone wasn't working. I was like, what did I do? So I had to strip all of the audio out, work out why things weren't working, and then fix everything, and then sit there for the next hour and a half redoing all of the audio and the voiceover. It was a complete nightmare. Complete nightmare. But I'm happy. It's the only thing that I think I didn't do, and I think the reason why I didn't is because of my annoyance at how everything just went tits up, is I didn't equalize my voice on the video. So yeah, I didn't do that. So that's one thing that I will have to remember to do on the next one, is to equalize my voice. But like I said, everything is learning. And I'm watching, I've got like a host of videos to watch on how to use DaVinci Resolve correctly. And I'm learning slowly. Slowly learning. So I'm getting there. But I mean, I'm happy with I'm happy with how everything is transpiring after this month. I mean, like I said, I've only been back on YouTube since what, early part of last month, so basically about just over a month. And so far, I have not regretted the change from Twitch to YouTube. In fact, I'm very, very pleased and happy that I made the switch. So yeah, really pleased. Because I can generally do what I want over here. Like YouTube is different. Streaming on YouTube is very, very different to what it is in regards to like Twitch. Twitch, yeah, the platform is built for streaming, where YouTube really isn't yet. And you know, YouTube are working on their streaming side, and I think once they figure everything out, it will pretty much destroy Twitch. But Twitch is just a shit platform. Like, it's horrible. It's like, Twitch's double standards are horrendous. They really are. Like, I couldn't, like, there's nipples there, so I could get into trouble from Twitch for building this model because it has its breasts out. But yet a girl can sit in a hot tub in underwear and class it as a bikini and get away with it. And then turn around and go, this isn't sexual content, when it clearly is. And it's just, yeah, it's absolutely stupid. So all Twitch has turned itself into is a softcore webcam site for desperate shills and simps. So I'm happy coming back. I'm happy with being back here. Looking forward to making lots of content and growing the channel and seeing what happens. Oh wow, See, people are subscribing, but I'm not getting notified while on here. Which is very strange. Okay. It's okay. I don't mind. If people are subscribing, that's cool. I wonder if it's because I haven't got the notification turned on. Or I've got the wrong notification turned on. Because the one of the things I've noticed with the notifications in regards to... Yeah, I've got subscriptions and subscribers. Yeah. So it's there, but I'm not too sure. Unless it's because they're watching a video and then hitting subscription, they're not watching this and then hitting subscribe. I'll have to look into the analytics and have a look, but yeah. Right, this is supposed to go in here. It's definitely meant to go in there. Hold up. Wait a minute. But this thing here, this new camera, this just here, that's been one of the best things I've got. Like the quality of the screen, as you can see, is just way better. So yeah, the equipment is definitely helping. I mean, this is not even mega zoom. Mega zoom. I can like do Space Marine heads and everything. It's great. Right, we got a head, we got a leg. Now we need to do another leg. 20, 26, and 21. Right, let's just cut all of the legs out because obviously he's only got 2. Whoever my one viewer is, by the way, you're pretty awesome for being here this long. So, why, thank you. Much appreciated. 21. Bound to be on the other sprue. It's definitely going to be on the other sprue. It's going to be on the other sprue. It's definitely on. 21. No. I do need 26 though. I need 26 and 25 for the two claws. 25. Where? There it is. I cannot find these pipes. 21. I bet you I found them earlier, didn't I? I did find them earlier. Because I said there's some pipes. There they are. But he's an amazing kit. I really can't. I need to get, like, I just can't wait to get him painted. I've got so many ideas that I want to do with him. If you are in, right, if you are watching right now, right, this very minute, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscription button, because I just want to see if the notification comes up. Because I don't think it is. I don't think it's working. That isn't a ploy, by the way, for me to get you to subscribe. If it is, it's a pretty good one. You want to subscribe, because, you know. Sell yourself, Pointy. Sell yourself. I do want to give away a model, right? And I can't find it. So at the moment, until I find it, I'm not giving it away. But as soon as I find it, I'll make a post, and in the next live stream, I'll tell you how to get it. If you understand. I understood that. Wasn't proper English. Just subscribe, so hopefully it pops up as a notification. No, it did not. But thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Now it has. Alright, okay, so there is a... it does work. So that's what's supposed to happen. look, it does work. Almost looked like a proper stream there. Thank you very much. So there's a delay of about 10 seconds before it comes through. And then it comes up under my mini feed. Right. So, if you're watching the stream and hit the subscribe button while I'm streaming, it notifies me. If you're watching something else and hit the subscribe button, it doesn't notify me, but it does change my dashboard. Yes, which is exactly what's happened. Cool. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Are you a World Eaters player? Are you a new World Eaters player? Do you play 40k? Do you play Age of Sigmar? Do you not even have a clue what's going on? But yeah, that's pretty cool. Right. At least I know that's set up properly. See, what I should do is probably not look at the screen there and actually watch it on this. But then there's a massive delay on this. A massive delay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll continue doing it the way I'm doing it. But yeah. It's all good in the hood. Right. I wonder if it picks me up if I start watching my own video. Just picked up the World Eater range to work on, so can't wait to crack into building Angron. Wap. Hey, Damien, how's you, bud? Why are you not going in there? What? Right, why are you not going in? You're meant to be going in there. Right, there's that one. That's not fitting correctly. Right. That is meant to go in there. Yes, that goes there. This one is meant to go there. Right, cool. Yeah, he's a really cool kit. There's 2 frames. You only really have the options of basically closed mouth or open mouth. Content-wise for Angron, obviously, apart from streaming him, of course, because, like, why would I not? I'm going to be building a custom base using some milliput and some Fimo clay. So what I will be doing is I'll be mixing 50-50 of this and then like layering it over as though I'm like making a Danish pastry with lamented pastry. Lamination. That's it. I watch Great British Bake Off. I know about lamination. But anyway, I'm going to be doing the same thing with this stuff. Layering it over and over. So I've got like a block about that big and about that fat. I'll throw it in the oven for 10 minutes. And then I'll get it out of the oven. And then with a knife, while it's still warm, I'll break it apart. And then what it'll look like is bits of slate, but not bits of slate. Which also means then it's easy for me to drill into and pin and do whatnot. And plus, milliput is water soluble. So I can kind of turn this into a paste and then like sort of fill in the gaps between all of the slate. So I'm going to be building a base with this and the plastic part. The reason why I'm going to be doing this is Angron is quite low down to the base when you actually get him onto it. And what I'll do is I'll show you the picture from the book and I'll show you what I mean. So when you see him built, as you can see, he's quite low down and he's like almost touching the base. So what I want to essentially do is raise him up slightly. And then I'm going to be doing a video on this. Once he's fully painted, I'm going to be then doing a video on how to do like gore in and around the chain axe to the point where it looks like it's going to be dripping down with a droplet on the end of the drip. And then having on the base itself a pool of blood and then having it splashing and then droplets going upwards where it's dropped and splashed up. So I'm gonna be doing a video on that. It'll be next month. I need to order a few parts for that. I like a good base touching, especially a buttery biscuit base. That's MasterChef. That's not Great British Bake Off. But yeah, I want to do that. It's going to be a really cool video, and it's really simple to do, but it really isn't. Honestly, it looks complicated when you do it, but it really isn't that difficult. And I might even have like a little sort of blood effect coming out of the side or something else, as like a little waterfall of blood. But I'll see once I start building it. I need to get him built first. But it's not going to be complicated. Honestly, it really isn't. In fact, the things that you need are water effect gel, blood for the blood god, fishing line, and 1mm glass beads. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. It's going to be a really cool video, and I'll have that up. And I'm super excited about this because like I've seen people talk about it, and like they come out with these comments like, oh, you need to buy like Yoo-hoo glue, which I do have and I have used, but it's so difficult to use because it dries so quickly, and if you don't do it correctly, it fucks up. So yeah, the way I'm going to show you how to do it, magnificent. It's like Golden Demon standard level of detail work. So yeah, just trust me. I got the idea from Dave Sober, who has won many Golden Demon Slayer swords and demons. Right, I need the knee. I need the knee pad. 23, that's it there. So it's going to be cool. But like, if there's any content that you peeps want me to do, give me literally fire it in a comment, man. Let me know, and I'm happy to look at making it. I have a Khan for the Leagues of Votann in the box behind me, literally just there, just next to my light box. So I'm going to be doing a painting video on him at some stage. So I'll probably put it up as a poll on the community tab on the channel, and basically saying like what host, what clan or whatever they're called, do you want me to do the painting tutorial on, and then I'll happily do it. Like I said, I want to get content out. I'm really enjoying the editing side of the videos, so I want to make more. By the way, the story in the codex for this sword is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. There is like 4 loincloth things. Basically, the story of that sword is so funny. There is like a planet in the warp, in the eye, and it's kind of controlled by this Slanesh demon, who's kind of thinks he's this great gladiatorial fighter, and kind of like tortures people in the ring, and then eventually kills them, and cuts their heads off, and like keeps their heads as trophies. And Angron finds out about this, and he's mega pissed that there's this Slanesh demon like thinking he's a Billy Big Balls in this arena, and like thinking he's this big gladiator fighter, and most of all taking heads and not giving them to Khorne. So Angron rocks up with basically a metal bar in his hand and just beats the living snot out of this Slanesh demon and basically kills him in minutes. And just as it's dying, the blade starts warping and starts mutating and absorbing into the bar, and it grows a set of horns, and then has the Khorne symbol. And these are all the skulls of the victims from the Slanesh demon prince, or the demon, the greater demon, and he's in the sword. Its soul's in the sword, and he basically, Angron just carries it around and kills people with it because he thinks it's funny that This guy wasn't that good. It's just so good. And the axe as well. The axe was created by like a Dark Mechanicus cult worshipping Khorne. And they made the axe specifically for Angron, and they thought it would be a really good gift for him. And Angron was just like, nah, not really impressed. Kills them all, and he was like, yep. Now you've got a worthy sacrifice to Khorne. Now you're a worthy sacrifice. Right, at this stage, you could probably start painting him once you've got this top part on. Because the rest of it, you could sub-assembly quite nicely. But yeah, I was reading my codex today, and I was in giggles, like, reading it. It's just the way that he just rocks up to this demon planet just to kill this Slaanesh demon, because he has the audacity to have an arena and kill people, and then not give the skulls to Khorne. Very so funny. Cool. I was originally going to do Blood Angels for 30k, but I'm going to probably get rid of my 30k stuff that I have now and switch to 30k World Eaters. Oh, look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at that. Like, size-wise, yeah. He's pretty big. Once we've got him built, I'm going to be painting the arms for this guy, and then I'll get him on. I think if you want to see a tutorial for this, it's over on the channel now. Wow, my self-promotion game is strong tonight. It is strong. Oh no, 24, I've missed the claw. The self-promotion is strong with this one. Does this work? I wonder if this actually works. I need to reprogram my... See if it works. I don't know if you can hear that. If you can hear it, let me know. Because I can hear it. But let me know if you can hear it. $24. I have no idea where 24 is. Could you hear that? Could you hear sexy sax? I can't find 24. 24 does not exist. There's no 24 in these sprues. It's a lie. It's a lie, I'm telling you. It doesn't exist. Games Workshop's lying to me. Right there. What? Ow! I found the sharp bits. Oh man, he's so big. Oh, can't wait to pin him. It's gonna be so good. Maybe one day I'll be big enough and Games Workshop will send me free stuff. But until then, we just have to keep on making content. Right. Okay, so we got some aesthetics, some baubles. 28 and 27. I'm going to hazard a guess that they're on this sprue. No, but this one is, and that's the next picture. So I need that. And I like that. This is his power pack. I never realised that his original armour, the Forge World model, had a power pack on the back of it. I suppose you can't really see because of the big massive cloak. Maybe we'll have to go to Forge World and check that out. But I know he has this massive cloak, so you can't really see it. But apparently, he does have a power pack like a normal Space Marine power armor. Is that a hint at a possible... Actually, no, he won't get a new miniature. Yeah, Angron shouldn't get a new miniature. Apparently, the new miniatures for the Primarchs are going to be based around how they look at during the Siege of Terra. So Angron isn't going to get one because Angron looks like this at the Siege of Terra. Which beggars a guess is, am I going to get to use my plastic Angron in 30k at some stage if I play World Eaters? And then the question is, shall I not just use my World Eaters painted like this in 30k? I'm already planning to use the tanks, so... Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So this goes here, just like that. Which I really like that. That's a really nice touch. Also, like anybody who says about Khan not really tying in with the new stuff, I just like to point out that there's a little bauble thing right there, here, right? It's exactly the same one that's on Khan. These two models were pretty much sculpted at the same time. When I first heard about the World Eaters was just after Khan had come out. And I was told that there's an entire refresh for the World Eaters coming. And on the same vein as what the Thousand Suns had just got. And that it's due out soon. Now, I don't know... Yo, hopped on from the first video. Yay! Hello, thank you very much. Have you hit the subscription button? Have you? Smash that button. But yes, thank you very much for jumping in, man. Building the big man. Big man, panty went, give a dog a bone. He is a awesome kit. I have so many cool ideas. Oh, I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'm feeling that... Right. Really? Right, wait there. It'll probably... If you have, it'll come up later. Is it like that? Can't be like that. It is like that. The instructions are not very clear in regards to where these parts go. It only shows me the back, it doesn't show me the front. Oh, thank you very much for the sub.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Took a while for it to come through. But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I do need to adjust the bar at the bottom. We're sitting on like 1,620. So since my last stream when I updated that, we've gained like 17 new subscribers. The World Eater content seems to be very, very popular. Very, very popular. So but I much appreciate the support, so thank you. It's going to be cool. We will do some more work on this guy very shortly. Gonna really enjoy the army, actually. Looking forward to the combat patrol to come out. It's my birthday next month, so I'm really hoping that it's kind of out in and around my birthday, so I can go, can I please have one of them for my birthday, please? I've been a good boy. And then someone will get me one. Oh no. Made a mistake. Rushed ahead like a dick. Number 29. Didn't see that really small part. That was absolutely minuscule. So let's see if we can actually rectify this. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Right, if not, we're going to have to pull that part off while it's still wet. Right, okay. So... right, okay. It's fine. It is okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Fixed. Panic averted. I've done that with too many times with Land Raiders. You know when you have to put the lights on the inside of the upper part of the body, the armor, and you have to sort of put them on the inside so they sit on those two pegs so they're in. And I always forget to do it, and then I glue it together and I'm sitting there looking at it going, why is there no lights? And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And you can't pull it apart at that stage. So you're like having to cut it and put them in, and like you're like there with your knife trying to like slot. Oh, it's so stupid. We almost had one of those problems about to happen. There you go, that's better. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Right, sub-assemblies. I reckon at this stage, once I got 31 on there, I could pretty much prime that and paint it. I think at this stage, I could probably build the head, to be fair, and then I could probably go ahead with the sub-assemblies and like paint it at this stage. Because glancing over the instructions, like a lot of people say, there's no sub-assemblies. Like that there is a perfect sub-assembly, because the wings go into this part here and the arm attaches to this part. Now there's going to be no gap, so you could build the parts and then test fit it, but yeah, you could probably get away with like painting this now as a sub-assembly and then doing the two different wings and then the arms separate and then gluing it all together. But I would definitely put the head on it. So we might just do that. That's exactly how we might do it. I think we might get away with that. Because I'm not putting him on the base yet, because I'm building a custom base. So yeah, I reckon we could probably get away with that as a sub-assembly, you know. Get one of my big corks, so one of these, but rather than normally do my Marines on that side, we flip it and then we put him here. Like that. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could probably get him attached to that cork. Probably even just do it that way, just to make it so he doesn't fall over. We will look at that in a second. But yeah, this is the reason why you're here watching me, because I'm going to work out how we sub-assemble this bastard. Because so far I've not seen anybody do it. Nobody sub-assembled this. Everyone has built it and then painted it. Right. Now big decisions times. Mouth open or mouth closed? Open, closed, open, closed, open. I'm leaning towards open. I'm leaning towards open. We're going to go open. So we need 34 and 33. 34 and 33. This is this one. Result. I'm going to have a spare head. Yes. Painting video for his head. Incoming. Result. 34. Cool. Tongue is for number 37 and 36, which is that part there. So I'm going to have a spare head. So I'm going to be able to do a painting video on his head separately. Awesome sauce. Why can I not find 34? That's 37, which is for the other head. It's not the one I want. Bet it's on the other sprue. I definitely... Oh no, maybe I can't. No, I can't. Because you only get 132. So you only get one of them. Bollocks. Honestly thought I was going to get a spare head then. You only get essentially half a spare head. Okay, well, that's fine. We can still do what I want to do, but we just paint it on that model. Okay, that's fine. Hold up. Right, cool. Very carefully take that off, nice and gently. There's one of the really nice touches I've noticed, and if you have not read the latest Horus Heresy novel, spoiler alert, Angron and Sanguinius do have a fight, and this model actually has remnants of that fight. Which is rather cool, if you ask me. I need more super glue before I can actually pin him to the base. Unless I put a really big pin in and then a little bit of putty around his feet. So... I'm going to build his head entirely. Hey, Mr. Mythos. How are you? Like so. And then the demon-y part of the head goes on here. Like so. So, I almost had a spare head, but this top part, you only get one part of it. Damn Games Workshop. And then it glues. Where does it glue? There? Really? It glues there? Okay. Ah, there you go. Goes there. Right, so I'm going to glue that in. So it glues on the back of here. And then in there, and then in here, in here, and here. Yeah, so the butcher's nails on his head, you will notice that there's two of them are broken. These two here. These two. These two are broken. And they were broken during the... Alright, happy days, man. They were broken during the fight with Sanguinius. Which is really, really cool. $39, which is the butcher's nails itself. This is the butcher's nails. It's art. I'm gonna have so much fun painting this guy. So much fun. Like, he's one of my favorite characters from the Heresy. Because he just doesn't give a fuck. He just doesn't care. He's like, nah, I'm angry. I'm just gonna beat things up. So cool. Very relatable. Right, at this stage, I can go ahead and get him attached to the cork with a piece of wire, and he is 100%. Take all those robot bits off and you've got a nice scar brand for AOS. Yeah, you have. You really have. Yeah, you really have. Although, to be fair, there's not that many of them. He has a couple there, and he does have the armor part at the back. That would be a really hard thing to do. You'd have to cut all that off and fur this up. But yeah, I think at this stage we can definitely sub-assemble him at this, because the next part is we're going to be building the wings, and then, which I don't necessarily need to do now, we can switch to doing some painting for the last hour. So you got the wings. So as you can see here, look, the wings attach to the top part like this, right? So they'll attach here on these two plugs, leaving the bottom part for the arm, which, when we look at the other side, is exactly the same. So it kind of looks a bit like that, and then you can glue these parts in. Now, maybe I could keep the arms off, because there is these little pipes and things that need to go in on the wing, on from the power pack to the wings. So maybe I'll put the wings on and I'll keep the arms off. Because so far, looking at the arms, there's nothing bringing the arms. It's like the shoulder pads and the armor plating is going on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna put the wings on him, and then I'll keep the arms separate and the armor separate, and then we'll sub-assemble him from there. So I will definitely. Yeah, I'll pick up some super glue tomorrow on the way home from work, and then I'll get him like attached to the cork. I'll do a video for doing his face. I'll have that'll be one of the first videos I'll do, and I'll have a video obviously for the base that I'm doing. Is there any other parts of this that you want? Would you like me to do a video on the leather? And what about the brass armor? Do you want a video for the brass armor? Feel free just to fire it into the if you're watching this after the fact I've streamed, just fire it in the comments below of what what video content you want off the back of Scarbrand. And I will endeavour to do that. But we're going to leave Scarbrand there, and we're going to do a painting. Because I'm only streaming until about 10. So we've got about 45 minutes, and I'm going to do a little bit of work on this chap, which is the guy from the tutorial. Bet you my coffee's gone cold. I do have a box of 8 bound to paint, to build and paint as well. So, right. So what I need to do is I need to do this. Whoa! Look how amazing my camera is. Okay, we'll just position this correctly. Don't be moving. Right. So yeah, we'll do some painting on the World Eater. So you got a choice. I can paint a set of arms and get that guy done. These arms here. Or I can start this guy. It's up to you. You decide. Got to do a little bit of painting. You know, we are a painting channel. We're not a building channel. But how cool is it when I'm going to be doing this? Is how close we're going to be for the painting tutorial that I do on Angron's face. So cool. What the actual diddly squat is going on with this glove? Why has it only got 3? Where's the 4th finger? I was putting it on wrong. I'm a plonker. A massive plonker. Right. We'll do these arms. That's not right. I want you there. There, it's better. That's where I like my thing. Right. Probably should have changed my water. But yeah. World leaders are a go. Yeah, we'll do this arm first. Obviously, I broke this guy down into sub-assemblies for the YouTube tutorial, but you don't have to do it. I just did it because it's easier painting a single body than it is to paint a full marine in that speed of time, and then I literally wanted to get it up on that day. Just gonna let that dry. It's been a very good stream actually. I've had like amazing interaction, so thank you. And also I recorded a YouTube video which I'm going to edit tomorrow and get posted up tomorrow night after work. In fact, I could probably edit it tonight, but I don't really want to sit there and edit. I know the editing is not going to take that long. It's literally, you know, sort out the sound, add in the intro, and then that's it. Then get it uploaded. So it'll take me like 10-15 minutes to edit it because it's super quick. I think that's what's good about that sort of kind of content, is that's what I can do. If anyone who's just jumping in, I have been building Angron. But we're finishing in about 40 minutes because I'm going to be finishing about 10. So we thought we'll just do a little bit of painting on some World Eaters, because there's going to be a lot of World Eaters content from now for the next couple of months. I'll break it up with a little bit of Age of Sigmar and whatnot. You could, to speed up the painting of your World Eaters, get some Mephiston red spray and prime them red, which will just speed up the painting process. Ooh, they have red. Oh, classic. The old classic Space Marine brown gloves over the power armor. I like it. Yeah, we'll do all this red. If there's any colours that need changed, I can change it later. I need to get a bigger brush. This is a size 2. I reckon I need a size 4. That may change silver when it comes to me doing those parts, but right now, for the first layer of red, it's not a problem. Gonna need to get a lot more Mephistione red. So basically, if you want to improve your edge highlighting and your hand-eye coordination for your painting, the new Chaos Space Marines are definitely worth it because of the amount of detail that's on them in regards to the trim. So, like, even if you get like some of the cheaper normal Chaos Space Marines, not necessarily Berserkers, and then just practice trying to like get all of the trim and everything on them. If you do enough of that and take your time when you do it, you will notice a significant increase in your hand-eye coordination as you do it. I'm going to let that dry and then get another layer on this. I'm going to watch Henry's video on painting berserkers tomorrow from the Cult of Paint. I can guarantee now, and I'll call it now, right, and I've not even watched the video yet, but I'll call it now. He will airbrush the red, and it'll be some non-GW red, right? He'll airbrush the red, he'll airbrush the highlights on it, he'll then paint the trim, and there'll be some form of oil wash. There'll be no real edge highlighting or anything like that. Yeah, and that'll be it. I can guarantee that's how he'll do it. Like, he did the Slaves to Darkness video, and that was horrible. I'm tempted to go and have a look, actually. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Let's turn that off. Let's have a little look. I guarantee, right, it'll be... We'll have a look. Let's have a little look. While these are drying, we'll have a look. Right, I guarantee. Should I put the volume on? I'll put the volume on. We'll have a look. We'll have a watch.
And then lastly, we'll look at some blood effects. So there'll be recipes that you can follow if you want, but equally, if you've got a slightly different red in mind or whatever, won't be a problem. You should be able to apply all the tips that we go into in this video. So let's paint.
Here comes the airbrush.
Here we've got the two minis that we're going to be working on. What an amazing kit, by the way, this Berserker kit.
Yeah, I agree.
Sent us a review copy.
I don't get review copies.
If you're doing an army these days,
I'm not big enough.
You can have a great
and if I did,
I
and it's something that I didn't want to keep,
so
I'd give away for free to you guys.
Red scheme on, and the other one we're going to do the white scheme on. So it's nice to see. I believe in the codex there's some warband or whatever.
Gladiator 336, I believe it is 336 or 339.
Heresy era paint jobs that we've seen them in. So it's a nice way to have a look at a couple of options. First things first, though, we'll go through the red, and I'm going to leave the whole pre-shade in real time here, and we're going to go through all of it because, as a colour, red really benefits from a good pre-shade.
Here's the airbrush.
I'm going to use a white paint here. I'm going to use Tamiya flat white. It's our preferred paint for doing our pre-shading with because we can thin it right down.
Guarantee it's always the same method. Airbrush in the pre-shade, and then he'll come over with me. I'm gonna say a contrast paint.
It's a alcohol-based paint, so you need to use the appropriate thinner. So 5 we can start to produce our sort of rendering from. Doesn't brilliant update this kit is.
Right, here we go. Here's the red.
So all I did was put the model down, come back to it.
GW Scarlet.
Just check that I was brightest where I wanted to be.
It's quite bright for World Eaters.
When it comes to our red, we're going to apply our brightest red first. That's because that's the red we want to be going over the pure white that's underneath. So I've loaded up Evil Sun Scarlet here. I just figured, you know, it's a good classic Games Workshop scheme. Let's see what it looks like. As I said in the intro, if you want to change your red, then go for it. All the same rules, all the same tips would apply. When the first coat goes on, it's going to look a bit pink, it's going to look a bit rubbish really, but let it dry, apply the second, it's going to become more red, more intense.
We're just watching this while my red dries because I don't have an airbrush.
And take your time with this step. You know, there really is no rush. These are quite, although they're cool minis, they're not particularly complicated, they're not particularly busy, all the parts are nicely defined.
It's mostly the trim you're going to have an issue with.
On all of them. You see how that left leg as we look at it, and now the right leg has followed. Just that second or third coat, and all of a sudden we've got this beautiful, intense red, and it really does, I hate the word pop, it really does pop in the hand. There's, as I say, some more deliberate colour in the shadows, but if we spray into the shadows and try and get a little bit of overspray into the Evil Sun Scarlet, then what we can end up getting...
Oh, he's doing the white. I'm going to watch that later. But yeah, it's always the same. He'll airbrush the pre-shade on, he'll airbrush the front colour on, and then he'll do an oil wash, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Whereas if you don't own an airbrush and you want to paint like that and get some edge highlights in and with a little bit of shading and glazing, I have a video. Right. Speaking of which, we're going to get that up. I need that to dry so I can get the bronze on, and then I can get the edge highlights on. And what I am going to do is just prep this guy's shoulder, the arms, because see when you get this like that, just before you go to glue the arms on, just take a hobby knife and just scrape over that area. You don't have to clean the full part, you just a little bit, just like that. And all you're doing is allowing the two bits of plastic to make contact with each other on the plastic glue. The plastic glue will eat through the paint. It won't have an issue with that. But sometimes what can happen is the paint can congeal in the plastic and kind of harden, and it doesn't actually create that solid bond that the plastic glue is supposed to do. So just give your glue a bit of chance and just do that. Ready to go. I do need a bigger brush. See, it's quite cold in my flat because the heating's not on. So the paint is taking quite a while to dry. I mainly follow Colour Paint purely for Andy Wardle because I think Andy Wardle is a very good painter. Very, very good painter, and I really like some of the stuff he does. The Henry stuff, I kind of just, yeah. Some of it was good, but lately it's not been great. I always get the impression that it's kind of rushed. Like he's trying to get the content made rather than, you know, just do a really cool job on the mini. Like the Slays the Darkness Chosen was horrible. What time is it? What's my analytics like for this stream? Damn, that's good. It's really good. Really, really good. Yeah. Happy with that. Yeah, I think once I sit down and actually like do a session on these guys, like I said, I'm getting a lot of overtime in work at the moment. So once I actually sit down and actually start firing out the Marines, it won't take me long to get this army painted to quite a nice standard as well. Right, I'm going to let him dry for a while. What am I like on this? Cool. Get some... See, I'm going to do something completely different from what I did in the YouTube video now. I'm going to start blocking in the gold rather than the bronze, rather than start shading and highlighting the red. Also notice that I didn't block in all of the bronze areas with black like I did in the tutorial. I did it in the tutorial because it makes it easier for you to see the non-red parts, and it kind of makes the red stand out a little bit more as well. But you don't need to do it. If you're having trouble seeing where all the parts are, then you know, take your time and go in and do it, but it's not 100% necessary. The only time I would say it's necessary is if you're going to be using a color that's notoriously not going to be working over like a dark prime. So if you're going to be maybe doing like a white trim or something like that, and the main armor color, and you've primed black, then go in and you know, put everything in with a decent base color, either, you know, a white or a gray or whatever you need, because you'll find that putting that base color over the top of the primer will be a lot easier, rather than just trying to do multiple layers over the black. So yeah, we have been building Angron. See, we have been building him. Kind of getting him to the stage where he's getting ready for painting, sub-assembles. But I figured we'll get the last bit of the stream do some painting. It's not great because my flat is cold. I haven't turned the heating on. It's right now, apparently it's 12 degrees. It doesn't feel 12 degrees. I call bullshit on that. Okay. The red isn't 100% dry yet. Still, it's a little bit wet on the top of the hand. Right. So once this dries, we can do all the metallics and everything on this, and then we'll be able to edge highlight, get all the shadows in and around this, and then highlight up a little bit. But this guy is drying nicely. It's probably going to need maybe another layer just to put that in a little bit solid. Then I will do exactly what I just did here, do all of the brass, and then start working on the red. The gloves I'm going to do brown, and the head I'll do separately, and then obviously the skin on this arm here. The gloves I'll do the same brown leather as I will on the pouch. Not too sure about these things. I might do those metallics. I'll have a look in the codex, see how they're done in that. Now when you do, if you do black this out, and then you come back over it with your metallic, what you can find is the black undercoat that you've put on can act as some like pre-shading, especially like in the recesses and the deepest parts. So it can be beneficial if you need that to be there, but there's no hard and fast rule for doing it. I've been known to like come back in and tidy everything up with like brown before putting the metallic over the top. So I think what I'm going to do is Sunday night is going to be a regular stream night, and then normally I would do one on Tuesday night, but next week my girlfriend's going to be out Monday when she would normally come round, so I'm going to stream on the Monday and I'll not stream on the Tuesday. Of course, from now until he's done, it's going to be Angron time. But I will be obviously doing some video content on him. Right. Okay. Let's do this hand first. Need a little bit of corn red. Start doing the glazing in and around the area. And get some Barracknard Burgundy, which I love this colour. This colour is amazing. Hey, look how rich that is. It's really good for shading reds as well. If you don't have that, but you do have Corn Red and Inky by Darkness, if you kind of do a 50-50 mix of the two, you kind of you'll make it. I just realised I didn't have any food before I started streaming. It's no wonder I'm hungry. I'm sitting here thinking, why am I hungry? It's because I haven't had any tea. Fuck. Right, well, as soon as we finish, I'm going to make some food. I was sitting here thinking, why am I hungry? It's because you've not fed yourself, you fucking idiot. Right, so just getting a little bit of Barracknard Burgundy, put it into that Corn Red glaze, and then we can start just shading it down a little bit more. Because my paint is still wet and it's because it's cold, I've got a little horrible stain just there, just on the inside there. We're gonna glaze that out. I really can't get over how cool tonight's stream has been. Like, thank you everybody. Like, seriously, holy crap. That is insane. Like, really insane. Wow. It's been really, really good. Holy crap. Blown away. Absolutely blown away. The analytics for this is really, really good. That just needs to dry. It's a bit grainy tonight. Not really like it when it's grainy. Right. Get a bit more of that Barracknard Burgundy. So we'll actually at like a 50-50 mix by now. God, if Mrs. Pointy comes in now and finds out I haven't had anything to eat, she'll be very cross. She'll be angry at me. I think I just got too excited because Angron turned up. We're going to be using some pure Brighton Burgundy shortly. We're going to be doing a, it's like more like a just pin wash in the deepest recesses. Right, so what we need to do now is get some Memphiston red, and then we sort of glaze back over the top, and we start the glazes. This guy is pretty much started to dry now, so I'll probably do, well, apart from on the inside there, we'll probably give this another layer, and then I can start actually doing the detail work on him. But he's definitely getting there. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. But we won't be doing that in this stream. So just going to glaze this down. So using a Memphiston red glaze. And we're going to get some Evil Sun Scarlet and just do a glaze here. And then I can start, I'll do the metallics and then I'll do the edge highlighting. And there's not much edge highlighting on this because the vast majority of the detail work on these Marines is basically on the trim, the metallic trim. Now I might do some like verdigris on the inside of here. On all of them. But I'm not too sure yet. I can always do that last. But ooh, it's almost time to shoot off. So let me just most of this part here is going to be the same, but because it's all inside, you don't have to go as much detail. mainly get the black line in and around the bronze. So you want it to kind of look like that. You can do these light spots if you need to, but there's no real room to do one on there. So it's up to you. Right, in fact, we will save that for another video. So Sunday night, I'm going to be streaming Sunday night. I'll probably get it up tomorrow, and we can decide on, like, I'll decide on when I'm going to do it then. And we will be definitely doing more on this bad boy. I should have him built and then prepped, ready for painting. So Sunday night stream we will be painting Angron. Just be aware that when I paint him, I will not be touching anything to do with his face, because I'm going to be doing that in a separate video. That's going to be up on YouTube. Same with the leather working on the front. That'll be a separate video. So I'll basically be concentrating on the sort of top part, and then the sort of tail area and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sub-assemblies wise, I'll probably have the wings on him as well, so we'll be doing the wings. But it'll be a fun stream either way. But anyway, thank you to everybody, by the way, who has viewed, jumped in, commented, subscribed. Like, cheers, absolutely. This stream has been super successful. Out of all of the streams I've had since I've come back, this has been really good. It's been pretty good in the realms of the algorithm. So super happy with that. So thank you. And yeah, so lots of content coming. At least 3, 4, maybe 5 videos off Angron alone. I'm going to do a tutorial for the 8-bound as well. I'm going to paint up an 8-bound and do one of them. They're a little bit different from the Berserkers, so I kind of feel that they justify them having their own tutorial. And I'll probably do one for the Jackals when I eventually do get the Jackals. And I'm also going to start doing a video log showing how my World Eater army is progressing. So showing what's being painted, what I'm currently working on for the army, and how the army is growing. So over the course of this year, especially over the next 6 months, I would like to see that video log be a really good sort of diary, as I so to speak, of how well the army is sort of progressing. And I'll sort of talk about it as well. I really want to get boarding actions. So I think Element Games is selling it for £110. So it's my birthday next month. So I'm probably going to get that. So we might be doing a little bit of that as well. And I want to get little games in with my World Eaters before I actually take on a full battlefield. So yeah, thank you again. It's absolutely been amazing. I am Pointy, and I will see you Sunday for another stream. Until then, stay safe.